And I'm Ramon.
And we're siblings, obviously. And so since we decided that we're going to be posting 3 times a week instead of 2, we are doing another video. So it is 2 of our mom's friends' birthdays today, so we decided to make them a cake and deliver it on their doorstep since we can't actually see them. But yeah, so today we are making Wacky Cake. So Wacky Cake is the chocolate cake recipe that we have in our family, and it was our great-grandma's recipe. And yeah, it's delicious, super easy to make, and only takes like half an hour. Okay guys, so the first thing you should do before handling any food or putting anything in your mouth is wash your hands. So especially today with the whole COVID-19 pandemic going on, it's really important that you wash your hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds. So I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so we're making a double recipe today. This recipe is super easy. You can double it or triple it, or we've even quadrupled it. So it's just super easy measurements that you can easily multiply. So what I have today for the double recipe is I have 3 cups of flour, 6 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 2 cups of white sugar, 2 cups of cold water, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2/3 of a cup of canola oil or just vegetable oil, and then I have 2 round baking pans, and I've lined them with parchment paper so that it doesn't stick. And you're also going to need a little bit of salt. So again, I'll include the single measurements in the description box below. Okay, so now we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, so I have my flour in my big bowl, and I'm going to add all of my dry ingredients in first. So I added my cocoa and sugar. It's a lot of sugar. And baking soda and a tiny bit of salt. And then I'm just going to mix them together. Okay, so now I'm just gonna make like a little well in the middle of all of my dry ingredients, and then I'm going to pour my wet ingredients into the little hole. It's fine if it overflows because obviously there's a lot of ingredients. So I added my cold water, vegetable oil, vinegar, and vanilla extract. And now I'm going to stir this until it's combined. It's gonna be lumpy at first, but just continue to stir until you get all the lumps out. Mixed all of the ingredients together. It's still a bit lumpy, but that's fine. I got the 2 pans that we're going to be using, and they're already lined. And I'm just going to pour the batter evenly into the 2 pans. And this cake is honestly the bomb. So now, as you can see, there's tons of air bubbles, and we don't want that for baking. So you're just gonna drop it on the counter a few times. As you can see, the bubbles are popping. And and do the same with the other one. And then we're just gonna wait for our oven to preheat. Now we're gonna put the cakes in the oven. And remember, if you need help with the oven, don't be afraid to ask a parent or guardian because we don't want you getting burned. So, we're going to put them in the oven for 25 minutes. Okay, so now we're gonna make the icing. We always make chocolate icing to go in the chocolate cake because, you know, we're a chocolate family. But if you don't want to make chocolate icing and you just want the regular vanilla butter icing, then just don't add the cocoa powder. But you're gonna need 3 cups of icing sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, half a cup of softened or melted butter, 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder, and 2 tablespoons of milk. Okay, so I'm just adding the butter to the icing sugar and also the cocoa. And then 1 teaspoon or a little more of vanilla extract. And then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of milk. We have 2% milk, so that's what I'm using, but you can use any kind of milk. It's just to make it a nice consistency. 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Okay, so now I just stirred it together a bit with the mixer before turning it on so that it doesn't fly everywhere. And then I'm just gonna mix. Okay, so I mixed all of the icing, but if this is not your desired consistency, you can always add more milk to make it thinner and more icing sugar to make it thicker. So I think I'm pretty happy with this. Are you pretty happy with it?
I'm pretty happy with it.
Okay, we're done. Okay, so the cakes are done, so I'm gonna take them out of the oven. Ooh, they look very, very good. Now just remember that if you need help taking them out of the oven, just ask a parent or guardian, because it's hot. They look so good. Okay, so I'm just going to insert a toothpick into the middle of the cakes, and if it comes out clean, yes it did, then we know that they're done. Okay guys, so I took the cakes out of the oven and now I'm just gonna wait for them to cool before we ice them, because otherwise the icing will melt since there's butter in it. Okay, so as I'm sitting here editing the video, I realized that I left it sort of open-ended and didn't fill you guys in and just forgot to film, and there's no outro, and yeah. So I'm just gonna fill you guys in on what we did afterwards. So once the cakes had cooled down, we iced them, and then I decorated them with the first initial of each of our friends' names on them, and then put a little heart on it with sprinkles, and I used cola balls, and then we delivered them on the doorstep, of course, and yeah, they were really good. Obviously we didn't taste them because they were going to other people, but I guarantee you that this recipe never fails and it's literally amazing all the time. So we hope you enjoy. Remember to hit the subscribe button and leave a like, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye guys!